everybody, Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here again today. We're looking at the emergency survival cooking candle that I made, and I've had some people asking, oh come on dude, you know that's a small candle flame, you can't do nothing with that, that don't have enough horsepower to cook anything. Well, actually it does. I kind of think that some people don't quite understand, you know, when I say survival, I'm saying in an urban situation where you have, you know, you're in a place and, you know, maybe you don't have any electricity, maybe you don't have any natural gas, maybe your propane tank is empty, and you have to rely on a last-ditch effort to cook. Now, obviously, fire would be a better alternative, but maybe you're in a town somewhere where you don't have acreage like I do out here where I live, and so maybe you have to do things inside in a way to survive. So I kind of look at it, you know, like some of the people were commenting saying that this little candle, the flame is too small, it's too insignificant, it's not going to do anything. Well, I happen to be a practitioner of Jiu-Jitsu, and we use a term in Jiu-Jitsu that I think relates very well to this, and that is, if size mattered, the elephant would be the king of the jungle. So I'm going to take you through this process, and I'm going to show you that we can actually cook with this small flame. So some of the things that you'll need are going to be a stove base, and in our case today I'm going to be using the Sterno stove base. I'm also going to be using a small tuna can lid to lay down into the stove base, and that's what I'm going to set my candle on. And I'm going to try to centralize my flame where it comes right up in between the center of my stove base. I'm going to go ahead and shut the lid. The reason I'm shutting the lid is so that it'll channel the heat that's developed by this small little candle flame. Over here, I'm going to show you that I have a small timer, and I'm going to just start the timer counting up. I'm going to set that in the corner so you can kind of see that. The pan that I'm going to use today is a small cast iron pan. If you take my tape measure and you measure this pan, you can see that the pan is about 5 inches in diameter. I'm going to go ahead and set it on top of the flame and let it start to heat up. The food that we're going to be cooking today is some sausage. So I'll set that there, and I'm just going to let this pan heat up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start laying these sausages in the pan. Looks like I might need to cut this one in half. See if I can get it where I can fit that other little piece in there. There. I'm going to take this pan and go wash it, and I'll be back. Okay, we're just about 6 minutes in. I got my pan cleaned, and we'll take a look here in a few. I wanted to mention to you that if you're sitting here, you know, thinking that this takes too long or something like that, or that this isn't enough power to cook, I highly recommend you looking into my video where I show you how to make a Bud Light can stove, or look at my Arizona tea can stove video, or look at my soda can stove video. These stoves burn on alcohol, denatured alcohol. They do a great job, and they have much more firepower than this candle does. Okay, we're about 16 minutes in, and we're starting to see some cooking going on. So this is a good thing to do if you want to go do something and come back and check on it. You know, of course, if we put some sort of lid on it, that would help keep the heat in, and it would increase our cooking speed. But again, I gotta stress the word survival situation. So we'll come check back in a few. Okay, we're about 23 minutes in, and it's starting to look, we're starting to show some cooking here, and I'm just gonna bear with it, and we'll be back here soon. Okay, I'm looking at the sausage here, and it's starting to show brownness around the top. The pink is kind of gone, so that tells me that it's pretty much cooked all the way through. And we are 36 minutes into the cooking process. I'm going to go ahead and flip these sausages over. This is not by any means my ideal way of cooking because it takes so long. I'm just mainly doing this video to show that it can be done. You know, if I had any significant amount of cooking to do, I would definitely use one of the faster means. The Bud Light stove, that one does a great job. It has a lot of power. So we'll take a look and we'll see you in a few. Okay, we're 40 minutes, almost 41 minutes in. Take a look and see. Looks like them are about done. Yep, they're finished. They're cooked all the way through. They're not pink. Things look good. I'm going to let them sit just a little longer for good measure, but other than that, our food's ready. Okay, well, the food is done. Sausage is cooked in 46.5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and take them out. And go ahead and enjoy this sausage. So while I'm taking them out, I want to kind of wrap up this video. And I'd like to tell you first and foremost, I know that this took a long time. You know, this is not by any means the ideal way of cooking. I'm not saying that it is. You know, I'm just saying that it's a possibility in a survival situation. It wouldn't be my first choice, let me put it that way, because I don't like that it took 47 minutes to cook this sausage. But I'm more or less just doing this to show that it can be done, okay? So I want to say thanks for watching. Please feel free to subscribe. Please feel free to leave comments. And have a beautiful day, everybody. I'm going to eat this sausage. Bye-bye now. That's good. Okay, everybody, I have the same amount of sausage that I had before. The pan is warm right now, but it's not hot. I'm going to take the Bud Light fuel stove, and let's see what it'll do. I have a feeling that the cooking time will be significantly higher. So let me go ahead and light this stove. I don't know why I shut that, because I need to light it. There we go. Stove is lit. Close the door. Start my elapsed time. And let's see how this works. Okay, we're barely 1 minute in. The stove isn't even primed all the way, and I can already tell significant difference. We're already sizzling. I could only imagine what's going to happen once this stove primes. And what I mean by prime, for those of you that don't know, that's when the flames come out of these holes in the stove. That's what we'll refer to as being primed. So, we're 1.5 minutes in. Let's see what happens here. Okay, we're just over 3 minutes in. The stove is still not primed, but we can see that there is significant more power of cooking. You can start to see some brownness around the edges of the sausage. 3.5 minutes. Okay, we're 5.5 minutes in. The stove's primed, and you can hear the cooking is much more powerful, much more dramatic. In fact, I get a feeling that this flame, if you don't watch it close, you would find very quickly that your cooking heat would be too hot very easily, and I got the feeling that you could easily burn your food. The candle was nice because you didn't really have to worry too much about burning your food. It was kind of one of those things where you could throw it on there and forget about it, walk away and come back without the fear of burning it. But on the flip side of the coin, this is very nice to be able to cook something quickly. Okay, we're about 7 minutes in, and I think I'm going to go ahead and flip these because I don't want to risk burning everything. This flame is pretty strong, pretty powerful stove here, and our food is almost done. You can hear that it's burning, you know, very hot. 7.5, almost 8 minutes in here. Okay, we're approaching the 8.5 minute mark, and I think I'm going to go ahead and turn this stove off. And I'm going to just use the heat that's left in the pan to finish cooking, because this cooking is going very quickly. Yeah, it's cooked almost all the way through already. And it didn't take much time to do it. So I guess it depends on what kind of cook are you. You want to be patient and have things turn out nice and well, or do you want to get it done quickly and sit there and watch it very closely? That's pretty much the question that you have to ask yourself. This cooks very quickly, but you got to watch it close. 9.5 minutes. Okay, we just hit the 10-minute mark. I'm going to go ahead and take this sausage out. I think it's done. I'll check it here in a second and make sure it's cooked all the way through. That one looks good. And that one's cooked all the way through. Yeah, they're done. Definitely done. So in about, what, 10.5 minutes, we're all done. Anyway, want to say thanks for watching. Hope you appreciate this video. Feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe, and have a beautiful day, everybody. I'm going to go eat more sausage. Bye-bye now.